And welcome back. Our last guests are the Executive Director of the Mayor's Public Engagement Unit and the First Deputy Commissioner of New York City Social Services. They're with us today to speak about how they are joining forces to provide much-needed resources and benefits right here in our very own community. So please welcome to the show Adrienne Lever and Jill Berry. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
And out there with your sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
Working hard in the community, right?
That's what we do. We're all about that.
Yeah.
We knock on doors, we send text messages, we make phone calls. Our whole operation is about making sure that we're going out proactively to New Yorkers to connect them to the resources that they need.
Yeah. So what are the benefits of your block initiative?
Yeah, well, so we launched this new project this year called Benefits on Your Block. And what we're doing is we're putting together these resource fairs in communities across the city. We are teaming up with the First Deputy Commissioner, Jill Berry, and her amazing team at Department of Social Services to make sure that we're not doing this the way you normally might see a resource fair. We're not just handing out flyers or answering questions. We're actually doing enrollment for benefits on site. So people come in, they sign up, we help them navigate the application process, and they walk away ready to go.
So, but how did you guys meet up? What made you want to come together?
Well, so our team at the Public Engagement Unit, we launched a project last summer that was called Money in Your Pocket. And we were mobilizing over 300 interagency volunteers to go out and knock on doors, hand out information on street corners to help screen people for benefits.
Oh, I thought you were going to hand out money. Money in Your Pocket initiative. Knock on the door and put some money in their pocket. That would be
well, you know,
no,
the benefits put money back in people's pockets.
Yes, I
you enroll in services and we get some money back. And, you know, we think that's so important for New Yorkers. We have so many people in the city who are struggling to make ends meet, and we have so many resources that are on the table. But at the same time, it can be really difficult to navigate those resources because they are run by different agencies, some city, some state, some federal. And so we need to break down those barriers to access. So we went out into the community to get people information. But what we saw is that when we were out there screening people for eligibility, we would hear so often someone say to us that they were trying to apply for this program or that, and then they just got stuck. They got stuck because they couldn't navigate the application process, or they submitted the wrong documentation, or they didn't have access to reliable internet. And so we teamed up with the DSS team this summer because we wanted to make sure that our community outreach specialists were equipped to really help people from A to Z, not just screen them for eligibility, but get them through the application process. So people at the fairs now, they're coming, they're either walking away with a completed application or a very clear next step for where they need to go.
What are the goals of this initiative?
So the goals really are to connect people to benefits. So it's not just about providing information and walking away. We're training the PEU staff so that they are equipped to answer everybody's questions, to walk people through the applications. We have our staff out in the Benefits on Your Block initiative as well, boots on the ground. But the real goal is it's not one-time cash in your pocket. It's a connection to our benefits programs where you get money in your pocket every month. We can connect people to employment, connect people to child support, get people fair fares benefits. There are a lot of different things we can do to help people, not just today, but tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I see everybody running to their TV and say, I heard somebody said they were giving away. Man, turn that up.
But it's crazy, you know, I think there's so many different resources that we have available to us as New Yorkers, and so many people don't know about them.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
People don't know about it, so they need someone like in your organization to grab them by the hand and say, look, this is how you get to this.
And to bring all of the agencies together. One of the things that I love about these fairs is, in addition to our partnership with DSS, we're working with over a dozen agency partners and nonprofits in the community to have folks at these fairs so that you can come and get everything you need. You can get your application started for your fares, which offers discounts on transit. And at the same time, you can go over and talk to the Department of Small Business Services and get support through their Jobs NYC program for interviews and training prep. And we can do that all in the same place.
That's it. Everything all under one roof.
One-stop shop.
Perfect. Like when we do big college fairs, we have everything that we need right here.
Exactly.
And that's what people need and people want.
Exactly.
You know, people want to know that there's somebody there I can look up to guide me in the right direction.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you guys for doing that too.
Of course.
So what's next? What's the next stop?
Yeah, well, we are all about innovation. We want to make sure that we are learning the successes from this year and taking that into to what we do next. But we're going to continue on this work. You can go to Mayor's PU at nyc.gov/mayorspu, and you can get information about where our team is every day. We are out in the communities. So you can either find us tabling, or we might knock on your door, because we're all about bringing resources to you. And we think that's just desperately so needed. We also want these events to be fun and our continued engagement to be fun, because applying for benefits shouldn't be a burden. We have a DJ at these fairs. We have a really great partner with Street Labs, who is bringing activities like Duplos and Magnetiles for the kids. Really awesome stuff that I did not have when I was that age. I bring my 2-year-old. He loves it. Every weekend we show up. And we get people in because of that. We had a great story of somebody who came to our Canarsie Fair. He had his toddler with him. He heard the DJ. He wasn't planning to come. No. He showed up because he heard the music. He was out of a job and he didn't have health insurance. And he was able to leave his kid to play with some of the toys at the fair, do some painting, listen to the DJ, and then sit down with someone from our team, get enrolled in healthcare, and get 2 interviews for jobs within 2 days of coming to see us. And that's the kind of thing that we want to keep going as we wrap up these last fairs on October 4th.
A lot of people are doing a lot of things in our city, but it doesn't seem to have that particular outreach that you guys have. You guys are out there doing the different fairs, and you bring people together. Jill, what are some of the communities that you guys are involved in?
We're involved in all over the city. I mean, we've, over the last few years, as we have made it a lot easier to apply for benefits. Used to be you had to come into a center in person and spend, honestly, almost the whole day in the center in order to apply for benefits. We've been able to move most of those applications online. And over 90% of New Yorkers are applying for their benefits online, which is great. But that doesn't meet everybody's needs, right? We've got the online applications that work for most people. We still have our brick and mortar locations. We have a lot of partnerships with over 30 community-based organizations throughout the city, because not everybody's comfortable with technology or coming to a government office. And so holistically, all these things, the boots on the ground in the community, the brick and mortar traditional locations, and the online applications, that's how we are able to serve more New Yorkers these days than ever before. Our benefits enrollments are higher than they have been in recent history, and that is a great thing, that we are able to. It's too bad that people are in need of benefits, but what's most important is that those people who are in need of benefits, we're able to make those connections.
And you deal with people with different languages also. You go to those different communities.
Yeah, absolutely. We have over 20 different languages spoken on our team at the Public Engagement Unit, but we also know that's not going to meet the need, because you never have exactly the right number of staff who speak, Spanish as the Spanish-speaking staff, or French Creole. And so we also use this amazing service through the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs. It's a language line, and so we can translate in any language. You should come to us with whatever language you feel comfortable with, and we will make sure to communicate and get you the support you need at the fairs.
And our Access HRA online tool is also available and translated into multiple languages.
When people come to these affairs, do they need to bring anything, IDs or anything? What do they need?
No, I mean, we really, one of the things that's great about having fairs in the communities is that if you have documentation, we've had people show up in the morning. We had a woman in Brownsville who came by. She was on her way to church. She asked us questions about what we had on offer. We talked to her about the rent freeze program. She told us she had been trying to apply for rent freeze, which helps older New Yorkers and New Yorkers with disabilities freeze their rent. And she had just gotten stuck in the process. She was overwhelmed, she was frustrated, so she just didn't keep going. But she stopped at the fair, she went off to church, she went back home, got all of the documents she needed, and then came back, and we were able to help her apply. And she just left in tears, and I think that, for me, it was such a reminder of what we as government need to do to serve people, because the stress of trying to go through an application process when you're already struggling to make ends meet is not how we want this city to work. We have to go above and beyond to make sure that people are getting the support they need. And that's why we're having these fairs. You don't need to have any of the documentation. Eligibility can be complicated, and so we want to encourage everybody to apply, even if you're not sure if you're eligible, and you will get a determination. But we also have the opportunity to be here at the fairs, support people with the documentation that they need, and get things wrapped up the same day.
That's why it's so important to have your boots on the ground. I can think of a couple of songs. In the street corner, and the boots on the ground too. Yes, you know, I was going to use that as the last
These
one.
boots are made for walking?
That one too.
Singing boot songs.
But yeah, your DJ's probably playing all of that stuff out there. But yeah, there's a big one out there, boots on the ground. Where your fans at? You know, hitting the fans.
That's right. Well, our
DJ
is great. We've got a great, depending on where we are, we've got a good blend of you know, reggae and salsa and everything else you can imagine.
But that's why it's good, like I mentioned before, to get out there in the community, because you have your hand on the pulse of New York City, and you can find out what's needed.
Absolutely.
If you're not out there.
That's right. And especially now, I mean, there is, you know, let's be real, there is a lot of uncertainty. There are changes at the federal level. Many New Yorkers are afraid or uncomfortable to come and talk to government. I mean, as Jill mentioned, we have to break through that barrier. And, you know, we see every day at these fairs New Yorkers coming up to us and asking us if what they should do, if they should apply. We're able to build that trust because it's face-to-face. We can talk to them. Our staff are sitting down with them sometimes 30, 45 minutes, helping them through an application and talking through any uncertainty and fears that they have, so we can make sure that they're getting the support they need.
Are people frightened or afraid to come out for one thing or another? They hear of all the cuts that the federal government's getting ready to do.
Certainly, all of this is having a chilling effect on some people, but we really are, and we're out there, we're in the community, we're encouraging everyone. While there are a lot of changes coming and changes that are already here, there are also still millions of New Yorkers who are eligible for benefits. And if you are in need of benefits, you should come and you should apply. Don't be discouraged by what you're hearing in the news.
Any last words before we wrap it up?
Just that we hope everyone will come out to our last fair in the Northeast Bronx. That is it. We are going to be on 229th, and we are there October 4th. That's our last one. We're looking forward to seeing everybody come out for that last day. And then if you can't make it to the fair this coming weekend, please go to nyc.gov/mayorspu. You can look at our events calendar and find one of our staff out at a community. We're at NYCHA family fairs. We're hosting tenant rights trainings at older New York centers across the city. So you will see us in PU t-shirts. If we knock on your door, answer. We're there for you, and we're here to help.
And if you can't get out into the community to one of those events, you can always download the Access HRA app on your phone or navigate to it online and apply for benefits 24 hours a day.
Thank you. Thank you for knocking on the BronxNet door to help create the awareness that this is going on in our community.
Thank you. Thank you for opening the door and inviting us in.
Yes, and let us know so we can come out and be a part of some of the things in the community.
Oh, we definitely will. You be careful what you offer. We'll take you on a canvas here, and you can knock some doors with us.
Well, Mike will set it up for you.
Okay, it's a deal.
Michael Maxinavi, of course, the executive director of BronxNet.
We'll bring Michael along with us. We'll get you some exercise, going up and down some stairs.
Be careful what you ask for.
That's right.
Mike will bring you to it.
Right. Looking forward to it.
Would you like to shout anybody out from your team?
Yeah, sure. We have an amazing team. We have Dan here with us today on our communications team, but I also really just want to shout out all of the amazing staff at the Department of Social Services and at PU who've been boots on the ground every day, because we can come here and talk about this work, but the reality is the rubber meets the road with the people who are on the ground, who are sitting down and doing these applications. There's an amazing woman named Vanessa on Jill's team who's been shepherding all of these fairs forward and making sure people are getting their questions answered. And then on our team at PU, I mean, we have just begun, the team has gone above and beyond to make this work and to make sure that we're being flexible and changing and growing so that the work that we do meets the needs of the community. And that means we can't be stale. We have to continue to grow and learn from what we do, make mistakes, and try to find better ways to reach people.
Everybody here, give them a big round of applause, and everybody at home do the same thing. Adrienne Lever, Executive Director of Mayor's Public Engagement Unit, and Jill Berry, First Deputy Commissioner, NYC Department of Social Services. That's
Thank you.
all she wrote. Thank you guys for all you do.
Thank you
We
for having us.
appreciate you.
Thank you very much.